All right, let's talk about escape and evade, getting away, right? Say your sister-in-law that you just posted a meme that wasn't quite as nice as it should have been on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or one of those kind of things that I don't do yet. Anyhow, what if you posted it on there and she's outright pissed off at you and is coming, right? Or your mother-in-law just rang the doorbell unannounced and you need to make a quick escape, but you're on the third floor of an apartment complex, right? Or let's say that fire just broke out down on the floor level, right? And you're at your office building and you need to go, but you got your go bag with you, right? Right? All right, so you got that with you, right? Well, let's just say that you just woke up and you are on the top of a parking garage in your car, and there's a horde of zombies coming up, and the only way out is over your edge, right? Right? And it's even worse if they're World War Z zombies, right? Yeah, because I know how to tie all kinds of things, but the time it takes to tie it, and while you're nervous because they're like, right? That could be the end of you, because I know I get all fumbly bumbly. You guys have seen it. How many times have I tried to light myself on fire, cut myself, poke myself, jab myself, fall down, broke something? All the time. That's why I was thinking ahead, right? I was thinking, what could I do with my skills that would make it quicker? Now, I thought, what if I had a rope? Or actually, I thought first if I had a sheet. Well, you could probably do that, but good night. I'm not young anymore, if you haven't noticed. And I ain't tiny slim anymore either, right? Right, that's why people don't call me slim. But I was thinking, a sheet wouldn't be a good option. What could I do that wouldn't cost much, that would be smart and fit nicely in or on my go bag, and yet not bring up too much attention either? Well, I thought maybe a harness. Why would I try to tie one up when I'm in a hurry and time counts, right? When I could found out I could get me a harness for $50 or $55 right in there, right? Yeah, that makes sense, because then I just got to pre-fit it when I got home and then just slide it on, right? That makes sense. So I went out and got me one so I could share it with you. Actually, I already had me one in my gear, but I just want to show you this doesn't take up much room. Check that out. That's not much bigger than a bigger sized water filter, right? Right. So you can have this thing, look here. Check this out. Now, what we got here, we've got clips and all kinds of other devices, and then we've got our harness, right? What we got here is just your basic harness. Now, this one's a climbing harness. Most of them are. There's a difference between climbing and rappelling, okay? Climbing is going up. Rappelling is going down. They take different kinds of ropes. They got a lot of similarities, so that's why you just get a regular old harness. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. In fact, you don't even need these little clips for extra tools like this, but they're handy, okay? So I got the least expensive, most compact one I could find. It's got little leg loops to step through, and then the around the waist belt. Now you go up above your waist with this, get her nice and tight, right? And you get these things down on your legs and tightened up, right? And then this is your attachment point. You can slide this on like that. There's no tying, no thinking, no nothing, because you've already set it up for you. You just slip it on, cinch it down, and you're ready to go. Now, once you've done that and you have that, you're ready to go. Now, you need rope. Let's talk about rope. You need rope that is not stretchable. You want static line, one that doesn't have any or very little stretch, okay? That's your biggest investment. You're going to need to go out and get you a length of rope, preferably 200 feet, right? But in an emergency, well, you just be crafty. But if you had a length of rope in your apartment with your bug out bag, that's say 200 feet long, well, you could get out of many stories with that. And you just tie off to something in the house, and head out the window with 2 lengths of that rope. Now, that's where I want you guys to know something. I am not a professional. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not telling you how to do it. That you need to go get a little bit of instruction for. But that's the fun part. Most areas around, including my little town, have a rock climbing wall and a company that'd be glad to teach you. And I found out it's not that expensive. Right, I checked on that for you. Now, I know how to do it, but it doesn't hurt to stay in practice. And they were happy to see me to stay in practice. So, that being said, go out and have some fun. It'll help you get prepper fit anyway. And it is a blast because once you know you can go up and down, well, heck, isn't that the best thing to be? Yeah, it is. All right, ask anyone. Now, what I'm going to tell you is some of the basics you'll need because you'll see that it's not that expensive and it's quick to have. In that same pack, I had 2 clips like this, right? Those clips there these are 25 kilonewtons. We'll talk about that in a minute. This here is a Rescue 8. This is your main thing for rappelling right here. This one's 44.5 kilonewtons. This one right here is a regular figure 8, and this one is 25 kilonewtons. And this one here is my main clamp, my main D-ring is 24 kilonewtons. Now what that means is the pressure that it can handle this way. And you'll find that these are far over what you're putting on it, right? Okay, the rope is going to be thousands of pounds that you use to rappel with, right? It's about 5/16 or ½ inch or so, roughly, around. It has no stretch called static line. And you'll find that these right here, the kilonewton rating, 1 kilonewton is equal to 224 pounds, right? So, really, just 2 kilonewtons pretty much covers everyone. Now, these, like I said, are 22, 25, 45, 44.5. I mean, we're talking from between, what? The lightest ones at 8 kilonewtons is pulling on it this way against the clip, right? That against this gate part right here, right? That's only 8 kilonewtons. That's still 1,792 pounds. So all of these are rated from about 4,000 pounds to 9,000, almost 10,000 pounds on this one right here, right? So you got it covered there. Now, the other thing you want to get is just this piece of webbing right here, right? This is 120 centimeters, I believe. This one here is rated at 22 kilonewtons, so that's roughly around 4,000 pounds, right? So you just take it with an X like that, and you just put one hand through there and one hand through here, right? And this gives you an upper point to run your rope through to keep your head up, just in case. And you always take the gate and do it. Now keep in mind, these clips aren't the things you get at Wally World or Lowe's or any of that. Don't even dream of those, okay? Those are good for holding keys, and even at that, they're not even that good at doing that. These right here are the real deal, okay? Go to a real deal store to get them. Your Army surplus stores will have them. Sportsman's Warehouse actually had some. You have, well, where I got mine was the Army surplus store, and REI, I'll have any of those kind of stores, right? But the inexpensive place really was my Army surplus store. And REI was about the same price too, to be honest. Or your rock climbing gym, which I'm going to be seeing here, hopefully, before too long, to get some more practice in. So, that being said, what you do is, this is your harness, right? You take your big main clip, and you clip it in there like that, right? And you lock it off. Well, you don't lock it off yet, because you haven't put the other piece in. Durr. Anyhow, you take your Rescue 8, or this one, your figure 8, right? Either way, it pretty much rigs the same way. This is not the kind of rope you're going to use. Do not use it. But basically, you just come in and rig this baby up like that. And that's how you control your descent. Okay? Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to show you how, because you need to go get training. That's not what this video is about. This video is about being prepared and showing you that it's easy to get prepared, not only safely, but easy and effectively, okay? And think about all the people you've heard of that are in building fires in apartment complexes, 2-story houses, in your office buildings, things like that. Or you're out running from zombies in the woods and oh no, there's a small drop off. I got to get off. You could just throw your rope that's around your body. Now that's your biggest, bulkiest part is your rope. But this is more about being able to get out because of what's going on in Texas, about getting out of your upper story windows and things like that. Short distances, safely and quickly, okay? That's what this is about. A little bit of pre-planning and preparedness can save you a lifetime of hurt, okay? So this is along the series that's meant to help everybody be ready for these emergencies that come up. Now, the reason for this one is once you're hooked in here like this, you can take this like that, right? And it gives you, and it keeps your head from falling back and you going upside down, okay? Just in case you were knowing. But go get your training. It's not only fun, you feel awesome when you're done doing it. When you get to the top of that wall and then you get to come on down, right? And you get up to that rappelling wall and you get learning how to trust your skills and going back. That is an awesome feeling, knowing that you can do it and that it wasn't that hard. And now you've got something else for the information weaponry bank up here in your noggin, right? Because you don't want them zombies chewing on your noggin because you didn't have something up here. That's right. You taste bad anyway. Because the smarter you are, the least tasty you are. Anyhow, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Be sure to put your comments down in the comment section. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe and tickle that little bell. You know what I'm saying? And let's be sure to share it out there. Right now, there are lots of people that need to know that they're not alone and they have a place they can come to. Anybody that wants to can look in the description section and either support me or reach out to me and I'll help whoever I can. I love all of you guys. Be sure to be safe, be secure, always be aware of your surroundings, and be prepared for anything that may come your way. Adios.